Welcome to Zen Mind Peaceful Life. Have you ever felt like the universe is sending you signs, but they speak in a language only your soul can understand? Maybe you've seen 11:11 on the clock more than once or had a dream that felt so real. It lingered with you all day. Or perhaps there's this strange pull in your heart, a sensation that something is about to shift. If you've ever wondered if the person who hurt you is now facing the consequences of their actions, you're not alone. What if I told you that the pain they caused you is catching up with them in ways you can't imagine? This isn't just a vague feeling or a random coincidence, this is real. And it's happening. In today's video, we'll explore the powerful journey of healing, the subtle yet precise nature of karma, and how you can finally free yourself from the emotional weight you've been carrying. We'll dive deep into how astrology, psychology, and personal growth intertwine to help you release the past and step into your true power. But here's the catch: you need to stay with me until the end to uncover the profound truth about your journey. If you're ready to let go of the past and open yourself up to the healing and growth that awaits you, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss the upcoming insights that will help you align with your true self. Trust me, this is the moment you've been waiting for. So, let's begin this transformative journey together. Stay tuned. Have you ever experienced moments where you feel like the universe is speaking directly to you, but only in a language your soul understands? Perhaps you've noticed a pattern, those little signs, whether it's the clock constantly showing 11:11 or recurring dreams that seem too vivid to be mere coincidence. These signs, these whispers from the universe, are not random, they are invitations for you to pay attention, to align with your true self. Virgo, you may be going through something right now that feels like a shift, a pull, or even a gentle nudge in your heart. Have you ever wondered if the person who once caused you pain is now experiencing the very consequences of their actions? Could it be that karma is already catching up with them? But you don't need to witness it for it to unfold. In today's exploration, we will dive deep into the cosmic truths of astrology, psychology, and personal growth, while understanding how the universe works to restore balance, and how you can step into your own power through this understanding. By the end of this video, you will not only realize the importance of letting go of the past but also discover how to heal, grow, and embrace the future that the universe is ready to unfold for you. This is a journey of self-discovery, one where you'll learn the profound wisdom of healing and why karma is always at play in your life, even when you least expect it. But here's the thing, this story is yours to decide. The moment you take the step to heal, you will open the door to a world of new possibilities. Stay with me until the end, and you will uncover the steps to finally release the old and embrace a brand new chapter in your life. 1. Understanding the power of cosmic signs and astrology. In astrology, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, intellect, and thought processes. As a Virgo, you are often highly sensitive to your environment, your thoughts, and the subtle energies around you. Your analytical mind can sometimes make it difficult to let go of certain emotions, particularly the ones tied to past hurts and experiences. Yet, astrology has a unique way of guiding us, often through subtle signs and synchronicities. Have you ever experienced a moment when a random thought or feeling suddenly aligned with something happening in the cosmos? Maybe you've been repeatedly seeing the number 11:11, and it left you wondering if there was some cosmic force trying to catch your attention. The truth is, these are not mere coincidences. The universe often speaks through numbers, recurring patterns, and dreams that serve as astrological signs, reminders from the stars that you are in the right place at the right time. In astrology, there are certain planetary alignments that affect how we process emotions. The moon's cycles, for example, govern our emotional states, while Mercury retrogrades can often bring up unresolved issues from the past. When planets move through specific houses in your birth chart, they can trigger certain feelings or bring up old wounds that need healing. This is where the universe's subtle signs come into play. For Virgo, Understanding your natal chart can provide deep insights into your emotional makeup and why you may be struggling with letting go. Mercury, being your ruling planet, can sometimes bring a tendency to overanalyze and hold on to things that no longer serve you. Understanding this helps you navigate the complex web of thoughts and emotions, allowing you to heal and move forward. You might also notice that certain numbers or symbols show up repeatedly during significant moments in your life. This is the universe's way of sending you a message. The key is to pay attention and allow yourself to interpret those signs with an open heart and mind. It's through this lens that you begin to understand that everything in your life, from your relationships to the challenges you face, is interconnected with the cosmos. Take a moment now to reflect. What signs have you noticed recently? How have they aligned with what's happening in your life? This is your call to pay attention to the cosmic clues and use them to guide your healing journey. 2. The psychology of letting go, why it's hard to release the past. Now, let's delve into the psychological aspect of letting go. It's often said that we hold on to the past because it's familiar, even if that familiarity brings pain. But why is it so difficult to release the past, especially when the heart longs for peace and freedom? Psychologically, the act of holding on to past hurts can stem from a deep emotional attachment that forms over time. When someone we love betrays us or causes us pain, it's natural to try to hold on to the relationship or situation, believing that by doing so, we are preserving something meaningful. However, this attachment can keep us in a cycle of emotional pain, preventing us from moving forward and healing. For Virgos, this attachment can feel particularly strong because of your intrinsic need for perfection and stability. You may find it challenging to let go because you overthink every detail, wondering if there was something more you could have done or said. This tendency to overanalyze can make it hard to release the past, even when you know it's no longer healthy for you. But here's the crucial truth: letting go is not about forgetting. It's about acknowledging the pain, accepting it as part of your journey, and choosing to move forward. Psychology teaches us that emotional healing starts when we stop pretending to be fine and start accepting our feelings as they are. Healing begins when you name the pain, recognize it, and then choose to release it, instead of holding onto it like a badge of honor. Virgos tend to internalize everything. They take responsibility for others' actions, often blaming themselves for situations beyond their control. This self-blame creates a heavy burden. However, it's important to realize that healing comes from recognizing that you are not responsible for the actions of others. The key to healing is to release that weight and allow yourself the space to grow. So, what is it that you are still holding on to, Virgo? What emotions are taking up unnecessary space in your heart and mind? To begin the healing process, it's important to identify and confront these emotions. Only when you stop pretending that everything is okay can you begin the real work of letting go. 3. Karma and divine balance, how the universe restores harmony. Karma is a concept that many people misunderstand. It's often seen as a form of punishment, but true karma is not about revenge, it's about restoring balance. The universe operates on a system of justice that's far more intricate and nuanced than we can fully comprehend. While we may wish to see others suffer for the pain they caused us, the universe has a way of handling things in its own time and its own way. For Virgo, understanding karma can be both freeing and empowering. If you've been betrayed, hurt, or manipulated in the past, know this: the universe has seen every tear, every moment of pain, and every time you sacrificed your well-being for the sake of peace. Divine justice is at work, and it doesn't require your involvement. When you let go and focus on your own healing, you create space for the universe to balance things out on its own. Karma doesn't work on the timeline we often expect. It's not a quick fix or instant revenge, it's a gradual process that restores harmony. The person who hurt you may face their own struggles down the line, but this doesn't need to be your concern. What matters most is what's coming to you. When you stop focusing on what they deserve and instead focus on what's coming for you, you align yourself with a higher frequency of peace and growth. There's a beautiful moment when you no longer need to see the person who hurt you face consequences. When you've truly healed, you'll no longer crave revenge or closure. Instead, you'll have outgrown the situation entirely, and that's when karma has done its work. The universe takes care of everything in its own time, and your focus should remain on what's best for you moving forward. 4. The role of self-love and boundaries in healing. One of the most significant aspects of healing, especially for Virgo, is learning how to establish and honor your own boundaries. Virgos are naturally compassionate and often give selflessly to others, sometimes at the expense of their own well-being. This can lead to emotional exhaustion and burnout if boundaries are not in place. Learning to love yourself is not about perfection. It's about recognizing your worth and standing firm in your right to peace, respect, and love. Setting boundaries is a critical part of this process. You may have been taught to be a people pleaser, to accommodate others' needs over your own, but true healing starts when you learn to prioritize your own emotional health. Boundaries are not walls, they are healthy limits that allow you to protect your energy, time, and heart. For Virgo, the challenge often lies in saying no, especially when it feels like you're disappointing someone. However, when you make self-love a priority, you'll find that your relationships improve because they will be based on mutual respect, not sacrifice. Establishing boundaries also allows you to release old patterns of codependency and opens the door to healthier, more fulfilling connections. Once you start setting limits, you'll notice how much more peace and clarity enter your life. 5. The first step toward healing, releasing the past. The first step to healing is acknowledging the pain and allowing yourself to feel it. Virgo, it's time to release what no longer serves you, whether it's past relationships, regrets, or old wounds. The universe is waiting to fill that empty space with new experiences, new lessons, and new love. But you must first make room for it. Healing doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience, compassion, and the willingness to confront your fears. This is where the journey begins, by making the conscious decision to heal. When you do, the universe will align to support your growth, sending you the right people, experiences, and opportunities to help you continue your path toward inner peace. 6. Rewriting your inner narrative, transforming negative beliefs. As a Virgo, your mind is incredibly sharp and analytical, which often leads you to question every aspect of your life. This can be both a strength and a challenge. One of the most significant steps in your healing journey is recognizing the negative beliefs that have shaped your sense of self and transforming them. Many Virgos struggle with the belief that they are not enough or that they must be perfect to be loved or valued. These negative beliefs are often rooted in childhood experiences, societal expectations, and past failures. They are deeply ingrained in your psyche, and over time, they can distort your perception of your worth. However, it's essential to understand that these beliefs are not the truth about who you are. The first step in rewriting your inner narrative is to become aware of the thoughts that hold you back. Whenever you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough, I always mess things up," or "I don't deserve happiness," stop and ask yourself, where is this thought coming from? Is this thought truly mine, or is it something I've been taught to believe? Once you become aware of these negative thought patterns, the next step is to consciously replace them with empowering beliefs. Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," try shifting your mindset to, "I am worthy of love and success, exactly as I am." This simple shift can gradually change your entire approach to life. By rewriting the negative beliefs that have been holding you back, you open the door to a more compassionate, empowered version of yourself. This transformation doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, you will start to notice subtle shifts in how you feel about yourself and your life. 7. The healing power of self-forgiveness and compassion. One of the most profound gifts you can give yourself, Virgo, is the ability to forgive yourself. Often, Virgos are their harshest critics, and this tendency to be self-critical can make it difficult to heal from past mistakes or perceived failures. You might find yourself dwelling on the past, replaying events over and over, and questioning what you could have done differently. But the truth is, forgiveness, especially self-forgiveness, is the key to freedom. The reason why forgiveness is so powerful is that it breaks the cycle of guilt, regret, and shame. Holding on to these emotions only keeps you tethered to the past, preventing you from fully embracing the present moment and the future. Self-forgiveness is an act of compassion towards yourself. Recognizing that you are human, and like everyone else, you make mistakes. These mistakes do not define your worth, they are merely stepping stones on your journey to growth. To begin the process of self-forgiveness, start by acknowledging the mistakes or regrets you are holding on to. Write them down if it helps. Then, take a moment to reflect on what you have learned from these experiences. What wisdom have you gained? How have these challenges made you stronger? Once you've processed these emotions, say to yourself, I forgive myself. I release the guilt, and I am free to move forward. This is not an act of weakness, but one of profound strength. Self-forgiveness will help you reclaim your personal power and allow you to let go of the emotional baggage that has been weighing you down. 8. The role of meditation and mindfulness in your healing journey. Healing is not just about emotional work, it's also about creating space in your life for stillness and reflection. As a Virgo, you are often busy analyzing and organizing the world around you. However, true healing begins when you turn inward and allow yourself to simply be, to be present, to be mindful, and to meditate. Meditation and mindfulness practices are incredibly beneficial for Virgos because they help quiet the mind, reduce stress, and cultivate inner peace. Through regular meditation, you create a deeper connection with your soul and the universe, allowing for greater clarity and insight into your emotions and experiences. This practice encourages you to stay present in the moment and release the constant mental chatter that often clouds your judgment. Mindfulness can be integrated into every aspect of your life. Whether you're going for a walk, doing household chores, or simply having a conversation with someone, mindfulness helps you focus on the task at hand without distraction. This allows you to release past worries and future anxieties, bringing you into the present moment. Incorporating meditation into your daily routine doesn't require hours of your time. Even just 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a significant difference. Start by finding a quiet space, closing your eyes, and focusing on your breath. As thoughts come up, gently acknowledge them and return your focus to your breathing. Over time, this practice will help you feel more grounded, calm, and connected to your true self. By practicing mindfulness and meditation, you can create a mental space where healing can take place. These practices help you detach from the negativity and pain of the past, allowing you to step into a more peaceful and balanced state of being. 9. Aligning with your true purpose, the power of trusting your intuition. One of the most significant aspects of healing is reconnecting with your true purpose, the inner calling that guides you towards fulfillment and joy. Virgo, you are naturally intuitive. But sometimes, your analytical mind can cloud your ability to trust your gut. Your intuition is a powerful tool, one that can lead you towards the right decisions, the right people, and the right path in life. When you allow yourself to listen to your inner voice and trust your instincts, you begin to align with the flow of the universe. This alignment allows you to make decisions that are in harmony with your soul's desires, rather than being driven by fear or external pressures. When you trust your intuition, you move forward with confidence, knowing that you are on the right path. But how do you reconnect with your intuition? Start by spending time in silence, away from distractions, so that you can hear the whispers of your soul. Meditation, journaling, and spending time in nature can all help you tap into your inner wisdom. Pay attention to the subtle nudges and feelings you experience. These are messages from your higher self guiding you toward the next step in your journey. By aligning with your true purpose, you begin to attract the people, opportunities, and experiences that resonate with your soul. When you trust your intuition, you create a life that is deeply fulfilling, grounded in authenticity, and aligned with your highest potential. 10. the importance of patience and persistence in your healing process. Healing is not an overnight process. It requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to continue moving forward even when it feels like nothing is changing. As a Virgo, you tend to expect quick results, and you may find yourself frustrated if progress feels slow. However, it's important to remember that true healing takes time, and each step you take, no matter how small, is a step closer to the peace and growth you seek. Patience is a virtue, but it is also a necessary component of the healing process. It's easy to get discouraged if you don't see immediate results, but trust that the work you are doing is slowly building a solid foundation for your future. Healing isn't linear, it ebbs and flows, and some days will be better than others. The key is to remain consistent and not give up. Virgo, remember that it's okay to take your time. Allow yourself the grace to go at your own pace. There is no rush, and there is no perfect timeline for healing. As you continue to nurture yourself, you'll begin to see the results of your efforts. Not just in your external life, but within yourself. Persistence is just as important as patience. Even when it feels hard, keep going. Trust that every small step you take is leading you closer to the peace, fulfillment, and joy that you deserve. Virgo, you have the strength and wisdom to heal from past hurts and to step into the life that you truly deserve. By rewriting your inner narrative, practicing self-forgiveness, embracing mindfulness, and aligning with your true purpose, you are taking the necessary steps to heal and grow. The journey may not always be easy, but it is always worth it. Healing is a process that takes time, but with patience, persistence, and trust in the universe, you will create the life of peace, love, and fulfillment that you've always dreamed of. Keep moving forward, and remember that you are not alone on this journey. The universe is with you, guiding you every step of the way. As you continue to embrace your healing journey, Virgo, know that your best self is waiting for you on the other side. Keep trusting, keep growing, and keep believing in the power of transformation. The path to peace is just ahead, and you are ready to step into it. 11. Understanding the role of self-worth in healing. For many Virgos, the journey to healing is deeply intertwined with the concept of self-worth. Virgos are naturally giving and often derive their sense of purpose from helping others, which can lead to neglecting their own needs. This overextension can leave you feeling drained, disconnected from your true self, and unsure of your own value. Learning to heal from past wounds involves reconnecting with your self-worth and realizing that you deserve the same love and care that you so freely give to others. Understanding your self-worth isn't about arrogance or selfishness, it's about recognizing that you are a valuable person with unique gifts, talents, and qualities. You deserve to be treated with respect and kindness, both by others and by yourself. Healing begins when you stop questioning your value and instead start acknowledging it. One way to nurture your self-worth is through affirmations. Every morning, say to yourself, I am worthy of love, peace, and success. I honor my feelings and respect my needs. By regularly repeating these affirmations, you slowly rewire your subconscious mind to believe in your own worth. Additionally, setting boundaries with others is a crucial aspect of honoring your self-worth. It's not selfish to say no or to take time for yourself. When you set healthy boundaries, you show yourself the love and respect you deserve. Over time, this practice of honoring your worth will empower you to attract the people and opportunities that align with your true value. 12. The power of gratitude in the healing process. One of the most profound tools for healing is gratitude. At first, it may seem difficult to feel grateful when you're in the midst of pain or disappointment. But practicing gratitude can shift your energy and perspective. As a Virgo, you may sometimes focus on what isn't going well, which can prevent you from fully appreciating the good that is already present in your life. By intentionally practicing gratitude, you train your mind to look for the positive aspects of your experiences. Every day, take a moment to reflect on the things you are grateful for, no matter how small they seem. Whether it's the comfort of your home, the beauty of nature, or the support of loved ones, focusing on gratitude allows you to acknowledge the blessings in your life, even amid challenges. Gratitude also has a way of attracting more good things into your life. When you begin to appreciate what you already have, the universe responds by bringing you even more to be grateful for. This shift in focus helps you release negative emotions and opens the door to new possibilities, greater peace, and abundance. 13. The healing power of vulnerability. For Virgos, vulnerability can feel like a weakness, especially because you're naturally inclined to be self-sufficient and in control. However, vulnerability is actually one of the most powerful tools for healing. It allows you to release the burdens you've been carrying and connect deeply with others. Being vulnerable doesn't mean exposing every part of yourself to the world, it means allowing yourself to be authentic and true to your emotions. It means acknowledging your pain without shame or guilt. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you open the door to real connections and healing experiences. Start small by expressing your feelings to someone you trust. Let them know when you're struggling or when you feel overwhelmed. This openness not only helps you release pent-up emotions but also strengthens your relationships. It's through vulnerability that you allow love and support to flow into your life. And in turn, you create space for deeper emotional healing. 14. Releasing control and surrendering to the flow of life. As a Virgo, you may have a natural tendency to try to control every aspect of your life. You value order, structure, and predictability, but sometimes, this need for control can block your healing process. Healing often requires you to let go of control and surrender to the flow of life. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up or being passive, it means releasing your attachment to the outcome and trusting that the universe is guiding you in the right direction. By surrendering control, you allow space for new opportunities, experiences, and growth that might have been blocked by your need to micromanage every situation. One way to practice surrender is to remind yourself regularly that not everything is in your control. Let go of the need for perfection and embrace life as it comes. Trust that everything is unfolding as it should, even if you can't see the full picture right now. As you let go of the need to control every detail, you will experience a deep sense of relief, peace, and freedom. 15. Finding strength in solitude and self-reflection. Solitude can be a powerful tool for healing, especially for Virgos. You may have spent much of your life giving to others and focusing on external validation, but true strength comes from within. Taking time for solitude allows you to reconnect with yourself and tap into your inner wisdom. Self-reflection is an essential part of the healing process. When you are alone with your thoughts, you can gain clarity on the emotional wounds you carry, the patterns you need to break, and the lessons you need to learn. This time of introspection allows you to process your feelings and gain a deeper understanding of who you are and what you need. Make time for yourself each day, even if it's just a few minutes of quiet reflection. Use this time to meditate, journal, or simply be present with your thoughts. Solitude gives you the space to listen to your inner voice, clear your mind, and gain insights that can lead you to deeper healing and personal growth. 16. Embracing the power of community and support. While solitude is important for self-reflection, healing also thrives in the presence of supportive communities. As a Virgo, you may tend to isolate yourself when you're feeling vulnerable, but seeking support from others is a crucial part of the healing process. Whether it's friends, family, or a support group, surrounding yourself with people who understand and uplift you can provide the emotional nourishment you need. Sharing your experiences with others can offer a sense of relief and validation, knowing that you are not alone in your struggles. Sometimes, just knowing that someone cares can make all the difference in your healing journey. If you feel comfortable, consider reaching out to a mentor, therapist, or spiritual guide who can offer guidance and support. Opening up to someone who can offer a fresh perspective and help you process your emotions will fast-track your healing process and bring you closer to inner peace. Your path to healing and transformation. Virgo, the road to healing is not a straight path, it is a journey filled with twists, turns, and unexpected challenges. But as you continue to embrace the power of self-worth, gratitude, vulnerability, surrender, and community, you will begin to see how your life transforms. Remember that healing is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about learning to embrace your imperfections, release past wounds, and step into the life you deserve. By trusting yourself and the universe, you create space for true healing to unfold, both emotionally and spiritually. As you walk this path of healing, know that you are not alone. The universe is guiding you every step of the way. Trust the process, stay committed to your journey, and allow yourself to grow. Your transformation is already in motion, and the best is yet to come. Take a deep breath and let go of the past. You are ready for the peace, love, and success that await you. The universe has your back, trust it.